So I wanted to come on here and talk about some things that I've been dealing with. Dieting is hard. Recently, I've had problems with consistency and just overeating. And for context, I have been dieting for 2 years. Um, in high school, I weighed 260 pounds, and after high school, I decided that it was enough. And since I had time, um, I would get to work, and it's been 2 years, and 162 pounds is my lowest weight now, which is crazy. But recently, it's been very difficult as far as eating, and it's just starting to get to me. Um, at first, in my dieting, food was not an issue. I could go through every day with a drive um, and a motivation and a discipline just to be like, oh, I don't need that fast food or I don't need that snack. And for a while, it was very good, but I guess since I'm in the final stretch now, I want to get down to 150 so I can bulk, which is crazy to think that I can be 150 eventually. But these last few weeks, it's been last month or two, it's been super difficult. I have a big family, so every time they get food or every time they want to go out, usually I would say no within these last 2 years, and it wouldn't be like easy to say no, but it would be pretty easy as compared to now. And I found myself getting like it crushes me when I can't do these things, and I just feel like I think about food all the time, and that's all I want to do is eat. So a few weeks ago, when this like kind of started, I decided, okay, I need to finish my diet, but first I'll take a little reset a week. So I took a week off the gym, and I basically took a break from dieting for a week. And the plan initially was to eat at maintenance so I wasn't screwing myself up, but that didn't happen. So for a week, I basically ate whatever I wanted. So there was no self control. I was just eating and eating and eating, not even to the point of just eating because I was hungry, but just eating just because. Like, if there was something I haven't had in a while, I just eat it, even if I was full, to the point where I would feel sick, and even then I would keep eating. And that happened for a week, and I was like, okay, time to get back on my diet. And since then, I get on my diet, and for 2 or 3 days I'd be on it, and then the next day I'd eat everything, and then I'd get back on my diet, and then the next day I'd eat everything. And yesterday was not good. Um, this eating started to take a toll on not just like more of my mental health, more so than before when I wasn't eating, but it started to affect my relationship with God, and I could just feel the grip loosening. It got to a point where I would feel so ashamed from all the eating that I was doing that I didn't I wasn't reading my Bible, and I wasn't praying when I usually pray at my at certain times in the day. And I started thinking about things that I don't do anymore, or wanting to do things or that I don't do anymore, and I'm done with it. And for a second, for a few seconds, a lot more than a few seconds, I was ashamed of these things, and um, God pulled me back, and he just really let me know that that's not who I am, and that my mistakes and the things that I do, they don't define me, and it's how I move forward that really matters. So I wanted to make this video just explaining that it's not too late, and you can move forward. All you have to do is lean on God, endure the suffering, endure the pain, whether it's, for me, it's right now it's dieting. But you will suffer. You will suffer. What does it say in the Old Testament? What does it say in Revelation? You will suffer for 10 days. Hold on, let me look. It says in Revelation 3, verse 10. Yeah, verse 10. Don't be afraid of what you are about to suffer. The devil will throw some of you into a prison to test you. You will suffer for 10 days, but if you remain faithful, even when facing death, I will give you the crown of life. So you just make sure that that you hold on to God, and if you endure the suffering, you will get a reward. You will be fruitful, and it'll just make the suffering that much more worth it. And everyone's situation is different. For you, it might not be dieting, it might be something else, it might be a job you're trying to get, but enduring the suffering is what is important, and you have to endure it, so that you can be stronger in the end. And that was just revealed to me, and I'm just glad that God brought me back and just helped me realize that what I was doing was not only very dumb, but I needed to get back to it, and basically lock back in with him, and just with dieting in general and the gym. So today I went back to the gym for the first time in 3 days, because that food didn't make me feel very good. But it was long overdue, and I'm just glad I'm back, and I feel like I have a new drive and just a new direction to finish this diet and reach my goal of 150, so I can start bulking, which is crazy to think about, because gaining weight for me for basically my whole life has always been a negative thing. I'd go to the doctor and they'd say, "Oh, you're gaining weight." I think one time it was, "You've gained 16 pounds in a year. That's not good," And I was a fat kid. Maybe I'll throw up a picture. I don't know, but yeah. Hold on, the verse of the day today is crazy. It's crazy how God lines things up, and He will reveal things to you so you can realize new stuff, especially like timing. Oh my gosh! But the verse of the day today was from, wow, I didn't write the verse down. I'll throw it up on the screen because I'm recording on my phone. I don't have a camera, so my phone's recording. It's on my phone. The verse is, God blesses those who patiently endure testing and temptation. Afterward, they will receive the crown of life that God has promised to those who love him. Endure the testing, endure the temptation. For me, temptation right now is food. But I just got to push through the last lap, and just hold on to God while I do it. So I guess that's the message that I wanted to portray in this little yap sesh. Lean on God, hold on to him, trust him, and you'll get through whatever it is you need to get through. Whatever you need to endure, he's got you in that. And another thing I wanted to say is, there's two options. You could sit in your sin, and you could sit in your sadness and depression, and it's like being in a jail cell, a jail cell that you've made for yourself, and that you've made your bed in, and that you've decorated for yourself, but the door is wide open. You could leave anytime you want, but because you're sitting in it and you're sulking and you're sad about it, you don't leave. But you could walk out anytime. God broke the lock on that door. He broke the chains of sin on that cross. So you don't have to sit in there. You can walk out. You are free. So unwrap the chains, walk out the jail cell. That's all you got to do. You're not bound to sin. You're not bound to whatever it is. I'm not bound by food. I can do this. You can do this. I want to make a part 2 to this when the diet's done, as a display of just what God can do, and I just know that it's going to be awesome to see that. So, without further ado, it's time to lock in.